Man, it's been forever since I've been on this Twitch channel. I've been just, pushing buttons behind the scenes on our YouTube channel, editing videos. Marcus and Kyle have been, carrying our weekly streams. It's good to be back in the hot seat. Slight bump down, but it sounds fine. Slight bump down on the... Okay, I gotcha. Alright, we'll try that. Yeah, let me know as we go how everything sounds, everyone. First trailer up.
That's a lot of 18s.
Okay. I do like the sketchbook look that they've got going on for their art style.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a fun way to just be like, hey, this is kind of casual. We're just chilling.
Behind the scenes.
It's very, very intimate. Bro, why can't I ride a scooter in the office?
I don't even have an office.
Yeah, I don't have an office, but I'd love to ride a scooter in one.
That guy's got so much room to do cartwheels. Man, they're playing D&D. Wow.
All right, Todd Howard count number 1.
Oh, I saw two.
Oh, you saw 2? Okay, right.
He was in the sizzle.
Oh, okay, okay.
What do you think we're getting first?
Our History Untold.
You were
Oh,
wrong.
no, I lied. You know what? I had a 1 in 4 chance of being right. And you know what I was? Wrong.
Obsidian.
I constantly forget this game is in the Pillars of Eternity universe.
I'm so proud to share
Yeah, they share the same universe.
Yeah.
Huh, I didn't know that.
Avowed is an adventure into the heart of the living lands, a frontier at the edge of the known world, where you must put a stop to a mysterious spiritual plague and discover a secret at the heart of the living lands. At Obsidian, we love creating worlds with deep themes, dynamic gameplay, and thoughtful reactivity. And Avowed is no different. We set out to blend the believable and fantastical to give players a world and experience like no other. It's colorful, it's vibrant,
Yeah, show me
it's
that
strange.
Xbox controller.
It's one of the most incredible settings in the world of Aora. There's going to be a
Cool
lot
art
of great
direction.
secrets to discover, one of which
Aora.
has a really personal connection to you as the player character, and you're going to have a great time getting to know those secrets and leaving your mark on the world. And when it comes to
Don't tell me what I'm
encounters,
gonna do.
Our combat brings the best of the moment-to-moment fun that comes with action-oriented gameplay and the depth
That
and
bear
breadth of choice
triggers
that you get
one
with
of
an
my
RPG.
makes my skin crawl.
Here to talk more
The
about
fear with the
Avowed's
holes in
combat is
something.
Gabriel Paramo,
Oh,
gameplay
tryptophobia?
director.
Yeah, tryptophobia.
Here at Obsidian, our team's overarching goal is to empower you with choice. So we developed a flexible combat system that allows you to quickly swap from spellcasting and sharpshooting to melee combat. We want to
Is
give
this game
you
this year?
the freedom to mix and match your loadout
Do we
to
know?
fit the way you want
I mean,
to
I think
play
we're
from
assuming.
moment to moment, uninterrupted. For all battles, you can combine a variety of weapons, attacks, and abilities for tactical advantages against a wide range of enemy types. It's not just hacking and slashing. You're making real-time decisions about when to use your abilities, powerful melee attacks, blocks, parries, and special attacks.
You were just
If you
describing
choose
a
to
video
approach
game.
combat with a one-handed wand, it feels quick and snappy when dealing damage to enemies at mid-range.
The wand
Using
animations are
Tangle
cool. I like
ability,
that.
You can stop
Yeah,
enemies in their
the
tracks,
magic-
giving you the opportunity to focus on weaker or tougher combatants in an intentional and controlled
The
manner.
magic, yeah, the
It's
animations are
important to pay
nice.
attention to the types of
The
enemies you're dealing
melee
with. Some units
swordplay
are extremely
seems
defensive, some are brutishly difficult, and others you must make sure you prioritize.
Very
or their
much like
healing
Skyrim
capabilities
in
will
terms
put
of,
you
like-
in a tough spot. To help with the different encounters you will
And they
face,
like dragging your
we provide
movements
customized
rather than
loadouts
just.
that can be quickly switched during combat.
I forgot there's guns
That
in
means you
this.
can play however
I
you
love the
want.
flintlock
Equip a
pistol.
sword
Like,
and
it's
shield
such a
and
funny
charge
thing
into
to
battle.
have.
Dual-wield pistols and control the encounter mid-range. Or even dual-wield wands to feel like a gunslinging mage.
Oh, now we're talking.
You could use your enchanted
Oh,
wand to
okay.
freeze enemies, and then use your offhand weapon's power attack to shatter them.
Okay, I like that.
We've worked hard to keep you constantly engaged as battles unfold by creating a balance between pressure and manageability during combat.
Players will have ample choices for how to build and progress their envoy in the world of the Living Lands as they get to know the game and the story and explore the many diverse regions. Some quests in Avowed will have you make difficult decisions with profound consequences, like this side quest you may encounter in Shatterscarp, the third region you'll explore on your journey through the Living Lands. As you're exploring, you come across the bodies of these fallen soldiers, and as you explore the remains of the battle, it's up to you to determine who, if anyone, is at fault.
Just the 4 of us. Manu, Kiri, Naoki, and me. Training under Captain Ruiki. Trying to keep Thirdborn safe.
In other words, you're a gang of vigilantes. Not that I'm one to judge.
It certainly looks like an Obsidian game.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
badge. Take everyone's.
And I don't mean that in a bad way. I just mean like you could tell.
They have a style.
Making the right choice
They're 3D
isn't
game.
always
Well,
what it seems.
yeah.
We embrace moral nuance and gray areas, trusting players to make tough decisions in complicated situations.
My squad and I rested in the cave by the water last night, and as we were sleeping, we were ambushed by those miserable Zorips. I was so surprised, and it was so dark. I just got separated from everyone else. Look,
Good
I
fashion.
can't face those monsters alone, but I have to know if anyone else made it out.
I like the variety of voice
Sergeant
acting.
Asui never has a thought he won't say out loud. So what did he tell you? That Captain Ruiki was sick? That I was paranoid? That I was a dumb
Also that
baby?
cool like
I heard it all
statue in the
and
background
loud.
with the shark teeth.
Wait,
Yeah.
if you found Sergeant
Yeah.
Asui, why is he not here with you? What happened?
At the end of the quest, you have a choice. When you confront Private Naoki, if you believe the story he's told you, you can hand over the badges and let him go back home.
You're right. Real battle isn't something you can prepare for, is it? It's not my fault. No, they should have never have camped in the cave. I'll take the badges. I'm going back to Thirdborn.
But if you confront him, if you believe that he fled the site of the battle as an act of cowardice, then he might challenge you to a fight to reclaim his honor. Either way, when you return to town, you'll see the consequences of your actions and the choices you made during this quest. Creating an immersive experience like Avowed is anchored in the world we build. Art director Matt Hansen and the team have worked to create a unique, colorful, and dynamic visual style.
From the outset, we knew that we wanted a
Hey,
Avowed
Matt.
setting to feel rich,
Hey.
weird, and
Oh,
wonderful.
not the Matt on screen. The Matt
We
in,
found
in chat.
inspiration in a wide
Wow.
swath of real-world cultures, helping us create a unique.
I thought you got really
engaging
excited for Matt
experience.
Hansen. I was like, damn, all right.
By contrasting the vibrant with the dull, or verdant spaces with sickly ones, we can better deliver complex
like perfect
emotional
timing.
experiences
I know.
for our players.
Oh, look at that waterfall shader. It's
The
good.
Living Lands is a continent of untamed valleys.
I've been learning how to make
widely
those
varied
in
biomes,
Unreal.
from
Very
luxuriant
hard.
forests to
Mine look
volcanic
awful.
wastes. And each of those regions itself is a conflux of storied landscapes. All of the regions have a lot of special things associated with them, but I have a deep place in my heart for Shatterscarp. As you're wandering the wastes of Shatterscarp, you might notice off in the distance a vibrant jewel of color. By transitioning from destitute,
I think the way we
muted
talk about
tones
video
of a
games is
wasteland of
very
sand
funny.
and marching
I'm just
in
saying a bunch
towards
of words.
beautiful oasis. There's the opportunity
like
there for
player
life, for
consequence.
adventure, and even a little danger.
Beautiful landscapes. It's like, yeah, these
We
yeah,
hope
these
you
are
enjoyed this look at
descriptors.
Avowed. We're thrilled to share more about the game in the coming months, and we can't wait for you to explore the Living Lands when Avowed launches this fall.
This fall, all right. Oh, that tryptophobia. I want to play this. I'm down for something of this style again. It's been a while since I played like a fantasy first person. Oh, whoa, that's cool art.
That's very good. Art.
Oh, that's great.
Wow. Okay. All right, what's up next, Jesse? What's your guess?
Ara, History Untold.
I think you're right. Give us a circle. Oh, we were wrong again.
Huh.
Damn, they got something to talk about with Ara. They're hiding it. They're putting it in the back half of the show.
I really like this presentation.
Yeah, Darwin Green.
I need the Premiere Pro template.
You should ask
Hi, I'm
Matt,
Don
your
Matthews,
best friend,
studio
for it.
head here at
Yes,
Ninja
I should.
Theory in Cambridge, UK. We're now in the final
Oh,
months of
Dom.
development on Senua's Saga
Hey, Dom.
Hellblade 2.
Hey, Dom.
The team is working hard to bring you an unforgettable
Not the
journey
Dom in chat, the one
into
on screen.
Senua's unique world and her battle for survival, where we have once again combined high fidelity.
We have to get a
immersive
date for this,
presentation
right?
With a
You
shorter,
have
narrative-led
to.
experience that
Yeah.
focuses on
If
the
we
things
don't,
that we really care about, and that we hope you care about too.
Well, I think it was it Matt Booty? I don't want to incorrectly attribute the quote, but somebody high up at Xbox said like their goal is to have a game every quarter. So if you have 4 games here, theoretically they're all slotted
Senua is
into
back with a new quest.
one of those
She wants to
quarters.
stop the
Yeah.
Vikings who raided her village right at their source in Iceland.
And, like fall's been
But
taken
not
up,
just
so
her
maybe
quest
this is
has
like a
changed.
summer game.
Senua herself has grown
Spring?
since the first Hellblade. She's made peace with her past and is no longer in such fear of her visions and voices. While the Furies are still her constant
I can see
companions,
them like
she
ending the
encounters
year
new
with
people along
Hellblade
the
2.
way, some of which will value her unique perspective.
Yeah,
and
just with
others
Avowed
will
being
reject
fall
it.
now, I don't know if they want to
Little by little,
back-to-back
this
games.
settlement
It's like this game's
became my
the first time
trap.
we saw this game was like 2019.
I thought it was earlier.
In the game,
It,
So
I
you're
mean,
right,
it might have
you're
been,
right.
but when they
No,
showed
'cause it was
the
with the
Series
Xbox.
X reveal,
Yeah.
yeah.
enslaving her people.
No, you're right. It was
In the
2019.
story, we're trying to be as faithful to history as we can up to a point, establishing a solid framework and then building
Oh,
more
Lara.
serial elements on top. Senua will face up
You know
to
her?
giants who
No.
will plunge the land into chaos.
I do
and
now.
Which in turn has seen the rise of the Droiga, a violent threat that has swept through the settlements that she'll discover. Senua will make new enemies and also new allies who will come to see her unique perspective as a beacon of hope. And she'll discover, along with us, how this viewpoint can have its advantages.
Senua is a Celtic warrior who experiences psychosis, seeing things that other people don't, hearing voices, and having unique beliefs about the world around her. To bring Senua's perspective of the world to life in a truthful way, we have once again worked closely with Professor Paul Fletcher at the University of Cambridge, as well as people with lived experience of psychosis.
That TV had the biggest webcam I'd ever seen.
It's terrifying.
Players will find themselves traversing beautiful and hostile environments, seeking answers from patterns and signs that Senua sees in her own unique way, and battling through encounters with enemies that will push Senua to her limits.
On Saga, we've taken everything to the next level.
God, this looks heavy.
With a new motion capture
Yeah.
space, a bigger
Yep.
stage team, a stunt crew, and a new cast.
It's a game I don't think I needed a
We
sequel
spent a
for,
lot
but
of
I'm
time
excited to
planning
play
the
another
motion
one.
capture shoots, thinking of what events would be good to bring into this fight. Like, how can we make this fight feel different from the previous fight? We have all new combat for the sequel.
This is the part I'm interested to see
One of our
because
key goals was the ability to actually tell a story throughout.
I feel like the first one was.
It
I wanted
does
a
feel
little more
very
from that
different from the
combat.
first game.
It felt
but
like
it's
Yeah.
very
this is a
brutal,
game
you're
that's like
very
this
invested in it.
experiential,
Senua isn't a
adventure,
superhero. She's fighting for survival.
and
You
oh yeah,
want
there's
the player
combat
to
in it.
feel her struggle
'Cause of
in
course.
Yeah,
every step of her
And
journey.
with as much combat as they make you do in the
We want
first
player
game,
to
like,
Yeah.
always feel like
it
you're
never felt like it was like
just straight
evolving.
through
It just kind of
to
felt like, oh,
survive
now it's the
it.
combat section.
Yeah.
Mel knows Senua better than anyone, better than I do. Her instincts are amazing, and she really doesn't need much help from me. On stage, our main focus is storytelling. So I get to watch the actors and see all the beautiful expressions on their faces. And then I have to wait a little while, and then I get to see that all again in-game, in costume, on location, everything. It's a great experience, a great process.
Every discipline in the studio is unified in achieving a deep level of immersion to help suspend your disbelief and pull you into Senua's story. We were lucky enough to do a few reference gathering trips in Iceland. You have to be there. The
Ooh.
sense of scale, everything is incredible. And you see a
Alright, we're gonna
scene-
take a trip
you
to
see a
Iceland
small
before playing
section
this
of the
game.
and you're
I know.
like,
I need to go.
yeah, that works. That's amazing.
I have a drone.
Yeah. We'll do some
Senua
scouting, and then when we play the
experiences
game, we'll be like, oh,
reality
we went there.
differently.
and a part of this manifests in the voices he hears. These voices come to life through binaural audio, which provides a good representation of this type of auditory hallucinations. As we focus in immersion, binaural audio is perfect for this because through headphones, you surround yourself in a three-dimensional space. In the first game,
that's a
we
game you
only
have
apply
to play
the
with
voices
headphones.
that Senua listens in her head. In this game, through a spatial audio technology and some extra little things within the game, there is music that is binaural. Every single sound has the potential to be binaural, so everything is spatialized around you, and it's a very beautiful experience.
What will we do to us?
Music is a strange language in the sense that it speaks to our emotions fast and deep. It's not only about quality, it's about personality. So when you listen to Hellblade, you know it's Hellblade. On the music, we are working with Hylum, which for me is a personal privilege because I really admire them.
Oh, Hylum's sick. Yeah, they played at the Game Awards.
That was awesome.
They did the music for that very first trailer that we saw.
Yeah, I remember. Because I remember we were seated on like the far right side, and I could just see torches behind the curtain.
We thought the stage was on fire.
Yeah, we did.
We don't know what's going on.
Binaural touch of music. So this all creates a very immersive and a very special and unique experience.
Our mission here at Ninja Theory is to craft life-changing art with game-changing tech. And that's our aim in Senua's Saga Hellblade 2, is to not only see where Senua goes next, but to deliver something really meaningful for our players.
My hope is that they will really connect to Senua as a character, and even if they can't really relate to what she's going through, maybe they know someone that relates to that character and they can then understand that person better.
Well, I don't want to sound cheesy, but in a way I'm Senua, right? She exists and doesn't. It exists through all of our work, through every ninja. So we all are Senua, and we are creating.
Oh, do they call
this character
themselves
that grows and
ninjas?
grows and
Anyone
grows
who
and
works at
grows
Ninja
and
Theory?
keep growing and keep changing.
Yeah, their office is
So
called the Ninja
that
House.
makes it real.
I'm so
They
proud
showed that
of the
earlier.
love
Wait,
and
really? I
passion
missed
our
that.
team
Yeah,
here at
yeah.
Ninja
There's a whole
Theory
thing. There's a
brings
sign
to
on the
Senua's
door
Saga
that says
Hellblade 2.
Ninja House.
Our hope is to not only create a game that is great to play, but to craft an experience that leaves you thinking and feeling. From our combat gameplay through to our action set pieces, from our cinematic scenes to our puzzle solving, everything is crafted in service of Senua's journey. A journey that you can embark on May 21st.
There it is.
Okay, spring. Yeah, we're getting some dates for some things. All right, Xbox.
Finally.
You're finally cooking some stuff.
Crater
Yep.
says the first Senua, it just felt like the combat was present enough that you knew she could do combat, and that was it. I was like, yeah, I agree with that.
Pretty much,
All right.
yeah.
I think it's Aura History Untold time.
Yeah, yeah, it is. What?
Silk Song.
Square.
Huh?
Was not expecting this.
Huh.
I've been here. I've been to this building. I've stood where they stood.
My name is Masaru Oyamada, producer for the Mana series here at Square Enix.
We're talking about Visions of Mana?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Xbox trying to strengthen that relationship.
Doing everything they can. If Phil Spencer hears Square Enix, he's running over there. Every time they're mentioned, he's showing up somewhere. He's in the credits of Final Fantasy XIV.
I am looking forward to Visions of Mana.
Yeah.
It looks gorgeous.
It's cool to see that series still kicking around after 30 years.
Mm-hmm.
It's very much like a series that like Square could have abandoned at any point and like chooses not to. And I appreciate that.
シリーズおなじみのモンスターたちも本作に登場しています。
Fan favorite monsters like these plants. I know that means something to someone, but not me.
Someone in the chat is gonna be very mad at you in like 15 seconds.
It's okay. Mana is a series I've meant to, or Mana is a series I've wanted to get into.
Introduce the newest game in the Mana series to Xbox players. 初期の頃からシリーズ作品に登場しているモンスターたちは私が考案した
I like the feet.
Yeah, that jacket and the popped collar.
Yeah, the sharp edges. He looks very cool.
Is this gonna be a Game Pass game? Is that where we're going with this?
It's very funny his outfit contrasting with the PC game he's presenting. He looks like he's like presenting, I don't know, like
I will die for that.
A new crime thriller game.
Yeah, he's about to announce Deca Police 2. Oh, these illustrations like framed. They're so cute.
Oh, I like the guy on the right.
This is a game of little freakos.
Yeah.
Oh, the plants are back.
The little freakos are kind of singing. The little Kirby-looking guys are singing.
空を旅する、海を渡る手助けをしてくれる頼もしい仲間たちがいましたが、今作には広大なフィールド探検に欠かせない新たな仲間が登場します。
Whoa.
陸上を猛スピードで駆け回ってくれるピックル。ピックルも
some like Fenrir going on. That's very Dragon Quest.
今作のマスコットキャラクターになるくらい可愛い動物にしたいという漠然とした思いがありました。
This office is so cozy. There's just cute plush everywhere.
In wood grain. They've got good wood grain. It looks expensive.
それぞれの特徴を取り入れながらラフデザインを書き起こしました。デザイナーにもアイデアを出してもらいながら足の長さや丸まった時のイメージなど
He actually looks like he should be presenting a new Kingdom Hearts game. That's what he looks like.
Yeah.
Like organization.
Looks like a member of the organization. Yeah.
過去様々なコンポーザーが携わられた楽曲の雰囲気が感じられつつも、最新作として素晴らしい新たな楽曲が生まれました。BGM でもしっかり聖剣伝説シリーズらしさを感じてもらえると思います。 過去シリーズの楽曲を手掛けたクリエイターたちが全100曲という大ボリュームの制作に挑んでくれました。新たな試みとしてフィールドの探索からバトルまでをシームレスに体験できるよう今作ではインタラクティブミュージックを導入しており冒険の没入感を高めてくれます。探索中の BGM がバトルに入った瞬間アレンジが切り替わる様を実際に聞いてみましょう。 今作はアクション RPG 聖剣伝説のアクション部分が強化されています。空中でのアクションがバトルの鍵となっており、武器での攻撃だけでなく魔法での攻撃も可能になっています。
I feel like we're starting to overstay our welcome a bit.
Yeah, I'll play this game, but we're really just showing a lot of the same kind of stuff.
Hey, there's a bigger plant at the least.
Yeah, they got a bigger plant.
He's got fangs this time too.
It's like a little shop of horrors.
オリジナルモンスターやピックリにも注目してほしいのですが、聖剣伝説ビジョンズ・オブ・マナは聖剣伝説らしさを感じてもらえる作品になるよう。
All right, faithful addition to the series. This means we're getting to the end.
頑張って作ってくれていま
We're
すの
rounding
で、
it out. This is our
発
summary.
売日を楽しみに待っていて
Yep,
くださ
I
い。
was right.
私自身もプレイするのを楽しみにしています。
聖剣伝説シリーズとして初めて Xbox ユーザーの皆さんにお届けする本作聖剣伝説ビジョンズ・オブ・マナは今後も様々な情報をお届けしていきますので、ぜひご期待ください。
I'll keep an eye out.
この夏この忘れられない冒険を Xbox ユーザーの皆さんに楽しんでい
This
ただける
summer.
Okay.
今から待ちきれません。
Master Chief here was kind of making it hard to read the subtitles. Summer 2024. So are we going with dates on every game, you think?
Well, I think next is Ara History Untold.
So we got May, summer, fall. Is this 2025, you think?
I have no idea.
Hello, and welcome to Oxide Games. We
Oh,
founded
hey,
the
Mark.
studio in 2013
Mark.
with decades of personal experience
Hey.
building some of the most beloved strategy games of all time, like Civilization V. We came together to create something new and innovative in a genre we all love. Our History Untold is the game we've dreamt of making.
Ara is an homage to historical gamers, strategy gamers, 4X gamers.
Okay, as I say,
It
is this
features
4X?
all the depth
Okay.
and gameplay
Yeah, it's a
fans of
4X
this
game.
genre love,
Nice,
where
I
you'll
like 4X
explore the
games.
world, expand your nation, govern your people, and engage with your rivals on the international stage. But it isn't just more of the same. With Ara, we wanted to challenge some of the preconceived notions about the genre, push it forward in a modern, empowering, and truly compelling and approachable way.
For example, we have over 100 instruments on display in the office. Things that we purchased in order to add to the soundtrack.
Sally brought the bassoon back in.
Game and make it really good. Hi, Dan. That's Dan.
Hi, Dan.
In his basement. It's been an amazing process to see from concept to completion. We started small, building a robust game engine, questioning our design assumptions, and prototyping out features, rediscovering what made us fall in love with strategy games in the first place.
The end result is
I like
Ara,
seeing the
a
sketches.
historical grand
Me too.
strategy game that presents a living world where you can rule how you want to rule and chart your own path to becoming the most prestigious nation on the planet.
For Ara, we knew we needed deep systems with outcomes
My brain
that
is too
encourage
small for these kind of
exploration
games.
and give players the power to experiment and make meaningful strategic choices while still having agency over their playstyle.
We also wanted to explore more
I just
and
kind of
different
vibe
parts
in these
of
games
history
and
give players from
build my
around the
city,
world the
attack
chance
people,
to see the game reflect their unique perspective
and
not just ours.
And finally, we knew that for players to feel the impact
I
of their
kind of get where I
decisions, they
need
would
to
need
get
to see
with it.
their choices reflected in the game world itself, not just through numbers on a menu. One of the first differences you'll see when you dive into Ara is what we call the living world. It's a procedurally generated alternate Earth, bursting with life, an intuitive, authentic, and immersive space, a blank canvas for players to paint the society of their dreams.
The living world isn't just a map. It reflects the choices players make over the
I
course
like that
of the
it's
game.
not just
They can see everything from the settling of
Earth's
the wilderness
history
to
again.
cultural influence on
Right.
architecture over time.
Well, it's history untold.
Thousands of
Yeah.
citizens living their lives and reacting to the changes.
Really makes you think.
We want players to feel like they're truly occupying the world, leading their people as they thrive and grow.
We need a
Core to
Sims
the
game
vision of Ara is our
in
philosophy of rule
a
how you
historical
want to rule.
4X
And no feature better
style.
exemplifies
Like you
this
start
than the
primitive and
prestige
you work
system.
your way
To win a
to the
game of
future,
Ara,
but it's
players
Sims.
will
But it's
compete
all
with their
Sims?
rivals to build the most
Yeah.
influential, impressive, and important nation the world has ever known. This is measured by prestige, the player's score that proves their
Damn,
worth.
can't believe they put Maximilian Dude on the
The
stream.
prestige system gives players the chance to decide what kind of leader they want to be. Do they want to pursue great works of arts and culture? Military
Always.
might. Scientific advancement. The
Yeah.
choice is theirs.
Okay.
In Ara, there are no set victory conditions. Players get to decide what is most important to them and focus and prioritize on those goals while still being able to win the game.
Personally, when I play Ara, I like to build triumphs. Triumphs are our collection of incredible monuments and architectural achievements from throughout human history. Like the Great Pyramid of Giza.
Okay.
They're hard to build, but worth it.
I like they're talking about the Pyramid of Giza in this context, and they also just showed like a nuclear factory or something.
I mean, hey, that's what these games are.
An industry.
Some
The
people are
eighth
building
wonder.
pyramids.
offers a unique
Some
challenge
people
to
are
the
building
player that
nuclear
they generally won't
silos.
see often in the 4X genre, succeeding at balancing, gathering the right things, turning them into the tools that you need, and then finally getting to the outcome or reward of something like an important improvement or triumph just changes the challenge that exists in Aura compared to other 4X
You're right.
games.
He grows that beard, and he's just
Crafting
Maximilian.
plays
Dude.
out in Aura at the national stage, with players honing and combining the natural resources they harvest into all
Put some
manner of goods
arcade
and
one-up
foods.
arcade
Those are
machines
the
behind him.
foundation
Behind
for
him? Yeah, there you go.
From international trade to improving their cities and citizens' lives, and even manufacturing the weapons necessary to draft military units. The crafting system in Aura encourages thoughtful, advanced
There's some
planning.
real
It
sickos out there
rewards
right now that
players
are
who can see
going
the strategic
wild
outcome of all their collective decisions,
with
and not
everything
just the
that they're
individual
saying
ones.
right
And then
now.
part
I'm
of
proud
YouTube
the
chat,
work
I
that's
bet,
gone
is just
into
like
our simultaneous
people
turn systems.
typing Z,
Many
Z,
strategy
Z.
games have players alternating taking turns and reacting to their opponent's moves. In Aura, all players' actions are resolved at the same time.
I like
This
that
rewards players'
Xbox
ability to navigate uncertainty,
has
to predict and strategically plan for a variety
more
of
than just Age of
scenarios in a
Empires
moment.
now.
This
In
system
terms
makes
of
Aura
like
just feel
That's true.
more real.
4X strategy,
In a
you know,
typical
they have
strategy
Gears
game,
Tactics,
once
of
your turn is
course,
finished,
you know,
you'll have
like
to wait for a long time.
I like they're
With
kind of
simultaneous
expanding
turns,
that out.
generally speaking, those times are very low. You get to keep
That's
playing
cool.
the game and stay engaged rather than having those periods of downtime where you're not doing anything.
Yeah, I
It's
mean, they're
not
diversifying
easy
a little bit,
sifting
which is
through
nice.
all of history and picking what to include. For Aura, we wanted to offer
I also like to think that these people are just trying to do their job, and this person walks in and is like, "Oh, we're gonna film right here. You're gonna be."
I have to do that
Food
on
stuff."
our studio trips. A lot of times they do pretend work.
Yeah,
for
I had
the
a feeling
B-roll.
you can't really get a lot of work actually done when there's someone just like standing there.
Yeah, there's a few on our Assassin's Creed Mirage cover story trip. They were like,
as well as a powerful and unique leader
you know,
trait
not doing
informed
important
by
work,
their
but like they were, you
contributions
know,
to
running
world
around the
history.
world,
With a diverse
doing that kind of
global
stuff. I was like,
roster,
all right.
we know players will find leaders that they will want to play, and even a few that may surprise them with how fun it is when those leaders are handed the reins of power.
For us at Oxide, player feedback is the only way to really understand what you're making. It gives us that priceless
What
perspective.
was that desk
It had
setup?
a hammock.
Wow.
Building the game alongside real players has given us that critical player feedback.
Hammock
And
under the
we believe
desk.
This makes for a deeper connection between
Is that the
players
new
and
mattress
game.
under the desk?
One of my favorite examples is when we
Yeah.
first introduced the concept of dangerous wildlife to the
I hope
game.
not.
It turns out, in our first iteration, it was maybe a little bit too aggressive or disruptive.
Now I'm just wondering
We should
how
probably make a
tall their
change when
desk
one of our
is and how
insiders
wide
made a
it
forum
is.
post that was
I
just,
imagine it's a standing desk, right? So you got a lot of room underneath.
someone get these feline demons away
Whoa,
from me.
I'm sorry. Okay.
Whoa, all right.
All right, please.
Everybody's really
Put up in a
hyped
good
on the
place with
Cougars.
The overall threat level of mountain lions to a player's citizenry.
It's been years of hard work to bring you a strategy experience like no other. And we're so excited that we can finally see the finish line.
The scooter is back.
Wait for players to get their hands on the game.
What is going on at this studio? There's a
I know.
hammock, there's scooters,
Bassoons.
Let's play board games.
This
early.
hallway is just like
Continue to listen to players and
It's
support
seen
the
so
game into
much.
the
a
future.
parade.
On behalf of everyone at Oxide Games, thank you for joining us today. We can't wait for you to play Aura and to create your own history.
Okay, fall.
So Indiana Jones, is that gonna be 2024 then?
All right, I think Aura
sticking it?
History Untold is next.
They just like rewind it and go back, and they're like, we forgot to say something.
Hej och välkommen till Uppsala, Sverige, här hos Machine Games. We are really excited to finally be able to share our work on Indiana Jones. Since
That's such a
the
good
first
name.
film came out, Indiana Jones
Dirk
has
Gustafsson.
always represented the ultimate adventure. Even today,
What was
it's one of
the
most
report or the
iconic
leaked name?
franchises in
Circle.
pop culture.
The Great Circle.
In this game, you aren't just playing as Indy, you are Indiana Jones.
It could be
You
Arctic
will see
Circle,
through his
Great
eyes and
Circle.
experience a journey that we hope lives up to the proud legacy of Indiana Jones.
When Todd Howard first told us about his vision for the game, we knew we would be a very good fit to help bring it to life.
I've wanted to make an Indiana Jones game forever. I'd had this idea for what it would
Todd
be
Howard Count
like
3.
and the story, what
There we
Indy
go.
was going after, what period of his life it was in, what kind of arc he was going to have. And as the years went on, I thought, who would be like the best studio in the world to make this? And it was my friends at Machine Games. I can remember pitching Lucasfilm on the game and being, a little bit nervous because, look, it's, Indiana Jones, and their response was just overwhelmingly positive.
I like the color
and just
grade on
that
this video.
excitement has bled through
Yeah.
the whole project, and they have just been so trusting and supportive of everything that we want to do with the game. It's been a long time. I've been a fan of this my whole life, and I couldn't be more excited to show you what the team here has been up to. Let's take our first look at the new Indiana Jones game.
All right.
Let me tell you.
They announced this game what?
In
3
this
years
4X experience, Indiana Jones will.
While you were playing your pointless game, I was playing you. You're wondering if maybe you should have.
What if Indiana Jones looks like Todd Howard?
It looks like Harrison.
Instead of ending up here, dead and forgotten in the sense of Africa.
Huh.
I'm gonna turn this up a little.
Myths. History. Just different ways to interpret the past. Thousands of years of humanity's thoughts and beliefs, scattered and buried.
This is a good impression of Harrison Ford.
Just waiting.
Yeah.
Definitely not him, but
You can't just run away from your problems, Indiana.
All right. Whip crack 1.
Whip crack 2.
Yeah, there we go. There's the second one.
Throughout history,
Don't
mankind
like that.
has built sites of great spiritual significance. If you were to draw a line through these ancient sites around the globe,
It is.
you could
It might be the
perfectly
Great
line a
Circle. That actually might be the name of this game. Oh. Oh, hell yeah.
Warcraft 3, 4.
There we go.
Hell
I've
yeah.
with these guys before.
5.
Trust me, it ain't a walk in the park.
Okay, then. Let's see if you can keep up.
What do you mean if I could keep up?
All right.
Patron of the fallen angels. Protector of the Churkulimani.
Great circle.
I can't believe it's actually called Indiana Jones in the Great Circle.
You have any idea how old that was?
Nathan Drake is quivering right now. It's a joke. Don't need any
Indiana
console war
Jones
comments.
is such an iconic character, and he means so much to so many people.
Everyone here at the studio has their own indie stories and memories. Most of us grew up with his adventures and have been fans of the movies and the character for years.
He's a brilliant archaeologist, he's a charismatic everyman, he's passionate and determined. And for us, he's synonymous with adventure.
Now we have the opportunity to tell a new Indiana Jones story for a modern gaming audience. Our game is all about putting you in Indy's shoes, letting you see and feel what he sees and feels. For us at Machine Games, we do that best through first person. It's the ideal perspective to bring you into the rich, exciting, and interactive world we've built. We believe that being up close and personal to the adventure is key, making each action feel like your own.
Whether it's cracking your whip,
That's 7.
solving puzzles in ancient
Yeah.
temples.
Repeat footage. Do we
or
count
seeing your
repeat footage
knuckles go
as
bloody in a
additional?
fist
No,
fight.
no,
All
it has
of
to be
these
the
Okay, so
moments
back at
are
5.
much more intense in first person.
But we still want you to have those moments. Seeing his iconic silhouette with the hat and the whip. And so for things like cutscenes and environmental traversal, we pull the camera back for a third-person view. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle is set between Raiders of the Lost Ark and The Last Crusade.
What if I told you I've never seen any of these
When our game
movies?
begins, Indiana is working at Marshall College.
I believe you.
He
Me
wakes
neither,
up in the
actually.
middle of the night
Yeah?
to the
I didn't want to
sounds of
say
a
anything.
rifle and rushes to confront the thief in the college museum.
I mean, I've seen. I
The
feel like
mysterious
I've seen so
giant
many
of a man
clips,
makes off with what
and I've
seems
seen
to
Yeah,
bits
be
and
an
pieces of them on
historically
TV.
insignificant artifact, sparking Indiana's curiosity.
Who the hell are you?
Following the trail, Indiana heads to the Vatican, hoping to learn why this particular relic was stolen, and discovers that things aren't what
I
they
always say
appear.
you got to go to the Vatican.
He starts pulling at the strings
That's
of
also
the mystery,
what,
and it all
the
unravels
Twilight
until he
series
has
says.
no choice but to see it through to the end,
Right?
whatever the end may be.
Thanks, Evolve Energy.
On next plane to Rome. Stop. Need help. Stop. Libyan Vatican. Stop. Indy.
We always talk about how clever Indiana Jones is. That had to be one of our
think
guiding
we'll have a boss fight with
principles
the
when we
Pope?
were thinking about the type of game we were making.
He's probably a
It
zombie or
wouldn't be Indy
something.
if he wasn't using his wits to get through the situation. The most authentic Indiana Jones experience we can make is the one that makes you think first.
Sure, there will be some obstacles that will be more easily overcome with the revolver or a gun taken from a disarmed guard. But I think most of the time you'll have more fun, and to be honest, a more genuine indie experience by finding more clever ways to solve a problem.
We always want to be offering more solutions, whether it's trying a different path through the environment to get around enemies, observing enemy patrols and using them to your advantage, or using the tools at your disposal, like the whip.
It's an amazing global adventure with action propelling you through your journey.
I'm gonna count that one. I think
We
that's
have
6.
these really diverse environments for you to explore. Indie's journey will take
I couldn't
you
tell
to
if that was
the forgotten
repeat
temples of
footage or
Sukhothai,
not.
It was, but I don't think
the
we initially
pyramids of
counted
Egypt,
it.
the snow-peaked Himalayas, and beyond.
We look carefully at each location and the time period the game is set in.
So
and
is the
we're
whip gonna
trying to
have like a
make it as
cooldown
authentic
to
and
use,
accurate
or?
as possible.
We love
Nah, you're
creating
just gonna
rich,
be like-
vibrant worlds, and in this game, we also had the goal of making it feel
You're gonna dual
like a
wield
true
whips at one point.
cinematic Indiana Jones adventure.
One of the biggest ways to
It
do
just turns
that
into
is
Spider-Man.
with the music.
Xbox is finally getting Spider-Man.
John Williams is the original composer for the indie films, and we're really lucky to have found Gordy Hub, a composer who's been able to capture Williams' essence with his score for The Great Circle.
We've been really lucky to find a different guy.
But he's a huge fan of the original dude.
We also take a very movie-like approach to things like cinematics. We're very physical with our production style. We use a lot of stuff.
What the hell?
Things like
That looks
this
awesome.
bridge the gap
This is so
between
different from
making a game
the other
and
devs that
making
were
a
like
movie.
sleeping in hammocks and like riding
And of
scooters.
course, our characters do a lot to help bring the world to life as well. Next to Indy,
Alright,
Gina
man,
is
you're
our
gonna
other
jump
main
off the roof.
protagonist. Where Indy is pursuing answers just
We
for the
got
sake
some
of
blankets and
curiosity,
pillows lying
Gina
around
has
for
a
you.
personal stake in getting to the bottom of the core mystery.
Gina is an investigative reporter who has a lot riding on this adventure. She's been tracking a lead for some time, and now she's found an ally in this determined American professor. Their paths are intertwined, and they'll need each other in order to get to the bottom of this mystery.
Okay, then. Let's see if you can keep up.
Fine. What do you mean if I can keep up?
We always love our villains and think we might have found our favorite one yet in Emmerich Voss. He's this intensely psychological man. He's obsessed.
That's a
with
Machine
human
Games
mind
villain if I've ever
and
seen one.
Yeah,
manipulating
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
He's highly intelligent and the perfect foil for Indy.
He's gonna
They're
be
both
super problematic
brilliant
too.
People,
Yeah,
compelled
he
by
is.
passions and obsessions, but driven down wildly different roads.
He creeps up on you and gets under your skin like he gets under in the skin. It's captivating.
Headbutt him.
In the sense of Africa.
One of our mottos for Indiana Jones and the Great Circle is adventure first. But in every indie adventure, there are always those moments where he finds himself in the action.
That's been one of those balancing acts for us, and we've ended up with this sort of hybrid experience that mixes melee combat, stealth, and gunplay.
How you approach any given situation is up to you. You may choose to sneak around an enemy patrol, or maybe you'll just pick up a shovel and whack them on the back of their head. And when you can't use your wits, you got Indie's most iconic tool. Just like you see in the movies, one of
The
our
gun.
goals has been
You know
to
what
make
we
the
want.
weapons
Number
fun and
7.
purposeful.
Number 8.
Yeah.
We want to integrate it into every aspect of the game.
You can use it.
Hey,
as a
damn, these
traversal
stun
tool
people are
to
getting
make your way
wrecked.
around
Number
the environment.
9.
Let's go.
You can use it as a distraction.
Number 10.
And yes, you can absolutely use it in combat.
Man, we're eating good. 11, 12.
Everything you'd expect from Indie's
Wow.
Whip. And hopefully a little bit more. Puzzles are a key feature.
We put a knife at the end of
The
it.
spirit of discovery is so important to
There's a
Indiana
gun
Jones.
at the end of it.
Obviously,
And if you
there are a
whip it
handful
right,
of
it
puzzles
shoots
on the
it.
main path, but a lot of the puzzles
Hey,
are optional
blueprints.
and are just there for the players who want to experience them. Epic traps, small secrets, and hidden puzzles that blend right in with their surroundings.
One thing I love about our game is the level of interactivity that we have. We have this world of mystery where anything could potentially hide a secret. The more you look, the more you'll discover.
What if I don't want to discover more?
You have to.
What's your promise then, huh?
If you want to upgrade the whip to a gun.
I want to thank you all
Looks like he had a
for joining
Jenga
us
piece
for
there.
our big reveal of Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Machine Games is known for creating these roller coaster experiences with huge set
I want to add like
pieces,
spikes
surprising
to
twists,
like the
and
whole
immersive
whip.
narratives.
It will be fun.
Exciting
Barbed
for
wire
us that
whip.
We have been able to stay
Yeah.
so true to the Indiana Jones franchise and create such an authentic experience while still being able to showcase what makes us us. We are making a game for everyone, whether you are very familiar with the franchise or not. Because at the heart of Indiana Jones is an incredible adventure, and I think that's something everyone wants to be part of. I'm
I'll
also
say.
very excited to announce that Indiana Jones and the Great Circle will be coming later this year.
Wow,
I
alright.
cannot wait to share more soon.
Hmm.
What is Todd?
Well,
Todd, Howard
Todd, what are you
doing
doing?
something. Todd,
What
count
are you
5.
doing, Tom? Get on, get. I want to jump on that plane. That looked cool.
That's actually mocap as well. They did that in the studio.
Yeah.
Threw somebody onto a plane.
I'm guessing that's it.
Nah, Ara, History Untold. Here we go.
No Hi-Fi Rush stuff.
Outro sizzle. All right.
I mean, overall, pretty solid stuff. Like, we got
Yeah.
dates for a lot of things we've been waiting for. So
Yeah, definitely.
it's nice to see, like,
Is it
we didn't go
animals,
through
children, and
another
game developers?
direct of, like, all right, these games are coming. We don't know when, but they'll be here eventually. Now it's like, no, like, let's put dates on them. They're ready.
Yeah, yeah. That was cool. That matched my expectations, I think. I liked the presentation. I felt like it was like fun to watch. Even in the parts where like that were a little slower, it was like, okay, this thing's like well presented. Like I enjoyed watching, you know. They got good camera people over there. Indiana Jones looks cool. I don't know. What are y'all's overall thoughts? Diego, I'll go to you first. What was your highlight?
Yeah, I think as you were saying, the pacing overall, like, presentation was great. They just like got to the point, show the games, and even if they didn't have like a specific date, they went for like a solid like release window. Aside from just like coming soon or something. I think Indiana Jones was like the highlight for me. I'm interested also about what Obsidian has been working on and how that moral-ish system is gonna play out. Hoping it's more like, I don't know. I'm a big fan of Fable. When they were saying like, oh, when you're like going back to town, like you're gonna see the impact of like your decisions with like the townsfolk. So hoping it's more in the line of that instead of just like, you know, the Obsidian type stuff that we're used to. But yeah, solid presentation overall.
Jesse, what about you?
Yeah. It. You know, we knew it was these 4 games, and then Square Enix kind of snuck in there and was like, "Hey, we're gonna talk about Mana for a while," which I'll play more Mana. Like, I'll play. That sounds great. But yeah, I mean, I think for me, it was just finally getting dates on things was like the highlight. Like how long have we been talking about Hellblade? How long have we been talking about this Indiana Jones game? How long have we been talking about Avowed? Like,
Yeah.
these are games that like Xbox has been saying for a long time. You know, we're acquiring studios, we're making, you know, strides to improve our first party lineup, and we're finally seeing some of that because I felt last year in June when we saw the Xbox like direct that they did around Summer
Mhm.
Game Fest. It was like, yeah, great. These are a lot of games that we've known you've been working on, but like none of them have release dates. None of them have anything. It's just a lot of like, we're still, they're still in development, and like game development's hard, and there's a lot of hurdles, but like it's very nice to finally be like, okay, we're gonna play some of these now. Some of them
Yeah.
are ready. Great. I can't wait to play those games and check them out.
Yeah.
And like them being on Game Pass, like obviously like great value, like, you know, the whole nine. I don't have to pay $70 to experience these games. I can just play them when they're out. And
Yeah.
Hellblade is sooner than I think a lot of us maybe thought it would be.
Yeah, definitely.
So cool.
Yeah.
Overall cool stuff.
Yeah, I'm with y'all. I think Avowed and Indiana were the highlights for me. More so the world with Avowed. I really like the art direction of some of those environments they were showing off. Excited to mix, you know, guns and wands, I guess. And then I was happy to see like that first person Indiana Jones perspective. You know, Machine Games makes some really interesting games, particularly like that last one they put out, or I guess two Wolfensteins ago. The second Wolfenstein is what I'm trying to say, of like the reboot, was just like killer, and had so many cool twists and fun moments. Some, you know, really cool cinematic, you know, set pieces, and yeah, really cool stuff. So I'm excited to see, you know, if they can push the Indiana Jones IP to places that, you know, kind of make you squirm, kind of like the other Machine Games titles do. Hopefully they can do that with that villain that they've created. But yeah, thank you too for joining me. Thank you everybody for watching. Diego, where can people find your work, follow you online?
Yeah, people can find me on Twitter and Twitter clones elsewhere at Diego66. That's Arguello. And yeah, you can find my work on Game Informer, places like Polygon, and The Verge as well. Yeah, I'm always lurking around, talking about games whenever I can.
Awesome. And then Jesse, where can the folks find you at?
You could find me on Twitter and the various other platforms, just at Jesse Vitelli, you know, keeping it simple. My work is kind of all over the place. You find me here, find me other places on the internet, or you can not find me at all. If you don't want to contact me, that's cool too.
Don't find me.
Don't find me. Yeah, mainly, you know, I'm bouncing around doing some things, got some projects in the work. So Twitter is probably the best place to just kind of keep up with what I'm up to at any given moment, because it changes day to day. So yeah,
cool.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for being here. If you want to follow me, you can do so at It's Van Aken. Of course, find my work over on GameInformer.com, as well as on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/GameInformer. If you're new and following us on Twitch, be sure to tune in on Friday. We're going to be streaming at 2 p.m. A couple games. So I probably continuing our Majora's Mask playthrough, Kyle and Marcus. And maybe doing some other stuff. We'll see. If you're on YouTube, thanks for watching. Be sure to click that like button and subscribe to the channel if you're new here. That's gonna do it for today. Everybody, enjoy your Thursdays and go listen to the Game Informer show. We're breaking down Power World. I played Power World. It's a real game. I quite liked it. And we also talk about The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered. That episode is live already. Went up this morning. So if you're wanting to tune into something else of ours, go check that out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you listen to podcasts. All right. Bye, everybody. Have a good day.
Bye.